right, welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic episode of the Sammys and Beer podcast, brought to you live here on this Thirsty Thursday. We thank you all so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful week. We're in holiday season. So, with me, as always, is the forever mocha, Tomas.
What the fuck does that mean?
What?
What the fuck did you just say? What
said forever
racist
mocha.
shit just came out your mouth right now?
How is it racist to comment on your skin color? Was it a negative thing?
Wait, what if I don't like mocha? Who likes mocha? Do you like mocha? Isn't mocha
It's
white
chocolate.
chocolate? Isn't it white chocolate?
No, it's regular chocolate.
Okay.
Thus, there's a white mocha, which would be,
So I'm drinking tequila today.
what would white mocha be?
So this episode was brought to you by Monte Alban. It's really good. It's actually a really good tequila, by the way, for $15. It's a great.
I thought it was a
tequila.
compliment.
Is it?
I thought it was.
I do call my sister Beans because she's a bean. Anyways, we're getting into it today. We're talking about the holidays and traditions and movies.
Yeah.
And all of the things. Not my favorite holiday. So,
No. I don't even know if I'd say it's my second favorite
I
holiday.
wouldn't even say it's top 5. I think Martin Luther
Nah.
King Jr. Day beats it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's the best day to go get stuff done.
No.
Yeah.
How?
Because, like, federal employees are off and schools are out, but most people, like, stay in because they're enjoying their day off. But most businesses are still open.
No, most people are then have the day off, so then they're out doing stuff.
They're doing
it's like a
fun
weekend.
stuff. They're doing fun stuff. They're not doing, like, going to HEB. You know, trust me. Try it. Go out Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Well, I have a real job, so I work on that day.
I might.
I'm not a federal employee.
I'm not either. So I might be working too. I'm working Christmas this year. It's going to be meh. Oh, I should think about what to cook for the boys for Christmas then if I'm working. At the station. An easy
Yeah,
Christmas meal.
I got what you were saying.
What would be an easy Christmas meal?
I don't know.
I guess I could
Ham?
do a ham in a crock pot, right?
Yeah.
Because if we get a
With
call,
potatoes?
if we get a call, I have to be able to like leave.
Yeah, just throw it to warm.
It's a good idea. Yeah, with some brown sugar.
Or no, you should make a taco bar.
Go on.
Yeah, just put all the taco meat in the crock pot and just you cook it and just put it in there and put it on warm. And then you have shells, and if you have a second crock pot, you can have queso or something like that in there. Because that stuff you can just kind of leave out for 3-4 hours. Make it as you go, and if you don't eat it then and you put it in the fridge, taco meat's super easy to heat up. It takes 30 seconds, and usually at 30 seconds it's scorching hot.
That's true. Oh, and that's a good little midnight snack. 2 a.m. after a call and you're hungry.
Well, and you can make nachos out of it, or you could just put it in the queso and just eat chips and taco meat queso.
Which, by the way, I had breaded green beans for dinner today.
That's weird.
As a side, I thought it was weird too. It was in a bag, frozen bag, and I threw it in the air fryer. Those are the best fucking green beans I've ever eaten.
Well, yeah, I mean they were like deep fried green beans, right?
Without the oil, because I air fried it.
Well, they were in oil at some point.
They were just breaded and then frozen.
So do you think your chicken nuggets that you get are just breaded and then frozen?
That's different. Those are like cooked. That's why you microwave them. These you have to like cook. It's like watch for an internal temperature of this, blah blah blah. They were raw green beans.
Green beans can be eaten raw. You don't have to cook them.
Listen, that's what it said on the packaging. In any case, it tasted so good because it tasted like chicken nuggets, but just with green beans inside. It will now be the only way I eat green beans from now on.
Okay.
So, anyways, let's get into it. I need some hydration.
Let's get into it.
All right. Whose turn is it? Your turn? My turn? Our turn?
I don't know.
I don't fucking remember. All right.
Me either.
I got mine. Okay.
Okay.
So this. Oh. Sorry. This shot goes out to all the people who religiously watch medical shows like Grey's Anatomy. I hate it. Right? Like I hate those shows.
Why?
The medicine's incorrect, and it's just a lot of like drama, and everyone's fucking everybody. But I watched a few episodes with my mom today, and I get it. So here's to you, despite everyone shitting on it, still watching and liking it anyways. Good on you. Because people aren't like that anymore. They care very much what... Oh, never mind. That's not good tequila.
Best medical show out there. What is it?
Code Black.
Code Black?
Mm-hmm. Only had a couple
Never heard
seasons.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was so good it only had a couple of seasons.
It's because it didn't have enough... It didn't have the drama that everybody wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't last.
And you're wrong. You're wrong. There's only one correct answer to
Are you
that.
going to say George Clooney's ER?
No.
Oh.
God, no.
House?
No.
Oh, thank God.
House is okay at best.
That guy was committing war crimes in his hospital.
That was the only thing I did like about it.
Okay. Is it The Good Doctor because you love autism?
How do I love autism? No, it's not The Good Doctor.
Well, I'm running out. Scrubs?
Best Scrubs, obviously, is the
You know
best
what?
hospital show.
I did like Scrubs. I did think that was funny.
Scrubs was amazing.
And it did age well.
Oh yeah, you could still go watch it right now and it'd
Well,
be fine.
that's the thing. I never watched it until about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I put it on. I watched the whole fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's
it's worth it. No, it's good. I get it. Yeah.
the only thing that Scrubs didn't do right was the last season where they like tried to go to like a teaching hospital and stuff.
And I didn't watch the last season because you said not to.
Yeah, that's
Just like Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nine-Nine, never watched the last season.
yep, not worth it. Not worth it.
Good enough for me. You telling me that? I'm like, cool. Never touched it.
The liberals got their hands on it and fucking ruined it.
Grubby little grabbers in it. Little. Ooh.
It's either the liberals mixed with the capitalism. They're just them wanting more money and seeing it and milking it for every little ounce of money they can. Well, what if we do this? We lost all the main characters, but what if we
I think they're
have
trying
his
to do
twin
that.
brother?
I think they're trying to do that with Grey's Anatomy right now.
Well, yeah, because the main character's leaving, right?
I think so. I think
think
she's
so.
finally done. Which the writer, my sister has watched it religiously for like a decade. She loves the show, and I get
That was
it.
my wife. Like,
I totally understand.
like that's my wife's comfort show. Like when she's not watching something else, she'll just go start watching that, and she can pick up anywhere and know what's going on.
Well, it's just like us in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's in the beginning because Holly just started it. So in the beginning, the medicine kind of sucks a lot. Now, because they're watching the COVID episodes, it's pretty spot on, right? Like it's really good medically. Like it makes a lot of sense. It's just the drama. There's just somebody's fucking somebody's wife, and somebody died.
Oh, all the time.
And it's just like, oh man, like the amount of people that have died that worked in that hospital. As a medical professional, I would hear that and be like, I'm not working at this hospital. Like,
The amount of extreme tragedies
Yeah.
that have happened, like they've been in plane crashes, they've been in like
it's ridiculous. It's insane. So I'm just like, if I was a medical professional, I heard that and I was like, I'm not working at the hospital. Most medical professionals are actually superstitious, incredibly superstitious. So hearing that, you'd be like, fuck this place. I ain't working here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad show. I get why people watch it. I get it now.
Yeah.
But not my cup of tea. Also, if you get the chance,
It happens.
Sirens. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Sirens.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny EMS show.
Talladega Fire.
Talladega Fire. Okay.
Or not Talladega. Topeka?
Kansas?
No. No, it's over in Washington or Oregon.
Tacoma?
And it's Tacoma Fire. It's with the guy. It's Broken Lizard, the guys from Super Troopers.
Oh, cool.
Or a couple of them.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Like Farva's the captain, and it's pretty funny.
I've seen clips. Yeah. No, yeah.
It's a good show.
Okay, I'll give it a watch. I love a good EMS show.
Yeah, they're firefighters, but so.
Go for it. Your turn, Knucklehead.
All right. Am I doing 4 or against? Because you did.
I did 4. I typically try to stay positive with the 4s.
Yeah. So mine's going to be for people who are man enough to own up their own mistakes. It was actually happened earlier today. We were at wrestling practice, and before things got started, my son and his friend were kind of, being wild. We're at the wrestling room, mats are down, and this guy's kind of like, all the kids, this first class is over on the other side of the room practicing, and this guy's like got his kids out in the middle and like trying to like get them to do moves. And my son and his friend were kind of wrestling and got kind of close to him, and he turned and gave him a little push, and I'm kind of like, all right, okay. And then your kids were kind of wrestling again, and they got over by him, and he turned and pushed one of the kids, pushed my son's friend. And I'm like, hey, don't push the kids. And he's like, well, tell them not to come over here. Their feet are 2 feet ahead from my kids. And I'm like, and he kind of snapped back at me, and I just was like, I'm going to fight another grown man at a wrestling practice. And he came over at the end of practice, and he's like, hey, I just wanted to apologize. He goes, I'm short-tempered. I shouldn't have done that. And I was like, I get it. I said, just don't push the kids.
Yeah.
So
that guy that was a roller coaster for me. Like, I fucking wanted to murder the dude to, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where I was at. I'm like, I didn't want to fight somebody at a kid's wrestling practice, but if you lay your hands on my fucking kids.
If it would have been your kid, I bet you anything, the story might have been a little different, too.
So,
interesting.
But yeah, own your own mistakes. Life's a lot better. I'm going to probably try and be friends with the guy now.
Ah, yeah, no, that sounds like a good friend. I like short-tempered people, though. I think they're fun to have around.
Yeah, and I'm okay. Like, I get it. My kids were over too close. Like, I get why he was upset about it. I would have been too. He was trying to teach his kids. They got over too close.
There's just a right way to go about that situation.
And pushing a kid is not one of them.
Yeah. Just don't touch other people's kids. This should just be a
don't
rule.
Don't touch kids, period.
Unless you're going to, like, save their lives, don't touch a kid.
Yeah. So, that was my excitingness for the evening.
This your suburban dad excitement. Hey, take it where you got it. It's okay. The most exciting thing that happened for me today so far is when we caught a dub in Fortnite.
Hells yeah.
That's a fucking sad sentence for me, but
it's funny the things that we consider sad and happy, and
yeah,
and we just can't accept what makes us happy and what not. Like, we have to feel bad about it or feel guilty. Or
I vilified that game for so long, and now that we're playing it, it's just like, I get it. It's not a bad game.
I mean, and I even do it for myself though. Like, when you're like, prime example is for the holiday seasons, like where you vilify yourself, where like, do you do enough? You could go spend $500, spend 8 hours making gifts, doing it all, but you're never going to feel like you gave enough, did enough, that you could have always done more.
Just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And that's a thing that I struggle with, like, internally, is being like, no, I did do enough. They got enough,
Oh, yeah. No, I get that. And I struggle personally for a long time with what other people thought about me. I struggled with that one hard, real hard. Mm-hmm. I didn't drink a pina colada for the longest time after I turned 21 because it was a girl drink. You know what I mean? Like, for a few years, it's just
that's the perception, is it's a girl drink.
Yes, exactly. I will drink a fucking pina colada out of a goddamn pineapple with a bra on it. I don't give a shit. That drink is delicious, but it took me a while to get to that point, to be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, and you still, like, even when we say like we don't care, we still do.
Just a little bit.
I mean, a lot of it. I mean, did you clean your room before the podcast tonight?
Yeah.
Did you put on a clean shirt?
No.
No?
Same one. Same
Okay.
shirt. Yeah.
I mean,
but I usually do.
I specifically put this shirt on before we went out for wrestling. Like, I had a different shirt on, and I'm conscious of what shirts I wear.
I was conscious when I got dressed this morning of what shirt I was wearing so that I would be
You know,
appropriate.
but also like giving off the vibes that you want to give off. Because people, no matter what you do, people are going to look at you a certain way based off of what you dress.
How you dress,
Or
what
how
you
you
look
dress.
like, what your hair looks like, tattoos, facial hair. I don't think I'm gonna shave the mustache for at least another month. I want to see what happens.
But you grow, that mustache might be as bad as mine.
Oh, it's awful. I know. It's
Yeah.
awful. But my grandpa grows his mustache like this, and he can get it to the point where it's a big broom. So I'm like kind of curious, like, do I just need to give it the time it needs? And I can keep a mustache that's in regs. I can have this. So do I put up with the ridicule of having the world's worst mustache in the hopes
done
of
it.
having an amazing one?
You won't have the world's worst. I have that. Because I don't grow facial hair right here. This part will grow just fine. I have the reverse Hitler,
You're like a villain.
pretty much. Because I grew it out. I have a picture for Christmas one year. We took family pictures, and my oldest was probably like 1 or 2, and I had a big mouth brow.
I want one. I just for the, not even because I think it looks good. I think it looks fucking hilarious. That's why I want one. And
They're fun to grow.
I'm hoping. I did it for No Shave November, and now we're gonna see.
I didn't know we were doing no shave November. Thanks for letting me know.
I did it.
That's what you got in a month.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Yikes. I'm gonna give it 3. We'll reassess.
3 what?
3 months.
Okay.
It's not great. At least I think this is a month. I really don't know. I don't remember the last time I shaved.
Fair enough.
Oh no, this might be 2 weeks because I shaved for a flight. We'll see. Regardless, we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna go for it. I want to one day have a big bushy beard and a big old mustache and be Santa for my grandkids. That's my goal in life. That's my end goal. When I fulfill that, I'll be happy.
I always just wanted to have a beard. Like,
Just wanted
it like my facial hair grows in, like, it is serious. Like, I have this spot, and then it's so white trashy. Like, when they talked in Joe Dirt, like, his facial hair grows in white trash, that's me. It grows in white trash. Like, I can get big mutton chops, and then I can grow hair from here down.
I'm the same. If you can't tell,
it's filthy.
All bald. And you know what pisses me off?
Yours actually is more connected than mine.
Do you know what pisses me off more than anything else?
What?
Junior has been able to grow a full beard since 15. Like, full bushy beard.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. And Carlos, he's the worst. He can't grow anything. And he can grow 7 hairs on his face. I swear he's part fucking Navajo. But his chest is just like a...
Like a Brillo pad?
Yeah, so it's like, ooh, you could growing the hair in the wrong places, my friend.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into Christmas movies. Because that's where we're going, right? We're not going with the other option.
Let's just go with Christmas movies today, because we have the whole month of December to talk about Christmas. So let's pace ourselves.
What?
We got a whole month to talk about Christmas.
We do? Okay. The other topic wasn't Christmas.
Oh, right.
So that's why I was like,
Yeah.
No, let's talk about Christmas movies because we've got the month to talk about Christmas. You know.
Christmas. So best Christmas movie.
Christmas movies.
Best Christmas movie.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard. And I get so many people get mad at me for saying that. It's like, just because it takes place at Christmas doesn't mean it's Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just like I'm excited. There's a new one called Silent Night coming out. Haven't you seen trailers for it?
Mm-mm.
It looks really good.
Is it a Die Hard like spinoff or?
Not necessarily a Die Hard spin-off, which I did hear, I think it was fake, but I saw a TikTok that they were remaking Die Hard and John Krasinski was going to play John McClane.
I'd be okay with that.
I would too. I saw it. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, let's do that. Make sure he has a beard, but yeah, let's do that. Because if he doesn't have the beard,
he grows a solid beard.
Oh yeah, but when he doesn't have it, he's Jim Halpert. When he doesn't have the beard, he's just Jim Halpert. When he has the beard, he's like, oh, that's Jack Reacher, whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, which he did. That was a good show. So on a sad note, though, have you seen the latest news on Bruce Willis?
Unfortunately, I have. He's circling the drain a little bit. He's
at nonverbal dementia or something like, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know he's nonverbal, and I think he has dementia. I think he has something else that's causing him to become nonverbal.
Yeah,
he's just not a good.
Because they said that he actually was a big reader, and he didn't like to talk about it, which he didn't like people to know that he was a nerd and liked to read, but he read a ton of books. And they said that his family said that they were sad because he's not able to read anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is sad. Which makes it even more sad
scary
if they
too.
Oh, it's one of the worst diseases you could ever have. And it's like for your family too, like to have to deal with you when you're like that.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Thankfully, I guess it's a tough subject, but thankfully a lot of people with that disease don't get that bad before they pass away. Like, don't get really, really bad, but sometimes they do. And you just...
Yeah.
Sundowners is a real thing, man. I don't know if you know what that is.
I do.
Yeah.
No.
So, and it sucks, and you want to treat them with the utmost respect that you can, because, there's a human being in there, but they are just being, like, these vicious monsters. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's bit, scratched, yeah.
It's, like, looking at it, getting older, like, it's scary. Like, to know that could happen to you one day.
Mm-hmm. Just, boom.
Because obviously they don't know.
Nope.
Hopefully they find a cure for it.
And there's no stopping it right now either. There's stuff you can do to mitigate it.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, like, there's a history of it in my grandma's side of the family, like a lot of her brothers and sisters. But thankfully, they've been in their 80s when they get it.
Yeah, you can get pretty lucky with that.
But I have a buddy's mom who was in her 50s and she passed away from Alzheimer's in her 50s.
When it's your time, it's your time, What else? Uh-oh. Matt?
What?
You're cutting in and out for me. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no!
Shit.
Everything looks good on my end.
It's bad on my end, but whatever. We're just gonna push. At least we got one end. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi's not doing great. What's even scarier for me when I was in my early 20s that I always thought about at least once a week was schizophrenia. Because it'll just pop up. It'll just happen. And you have it for the rest of your life and you got to deal with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get off this negative Nelly.
Right. We devolved again.
Let's get back into happy Christmas movies because I really love Christmas movies. So we agree that Die Hard is probably the best Christmas movie out there.
Yep.
What's number 2 though?
Tim Allen's The Santa Claus is really good.
Is it number 2?
No. Okay, so a lot of people say that their favorite is Elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Elf's a big one. Yep.
Never liked it.
Never liked Elf?
Never.
I like Elf. I think Elf's funny.
I thought he was annoying.
I think there's a lot of good, just Christmassy, cheery, happy, good Christmas vibes in it.
Yes.
Like they do a lot of singing, he's upset about Santa, just that kind of I like the spirit of it. He can be annoying. Yeah, he's probably a little annoying and it's a little over the top, but I like the overtopness of it,
Yeah, okay. I can see that. What's your number 2?
My number 2, I actually started watching it again today, would be National Lampoon's Christmas.
That's a good one.
That's
with Cousin Eddie. Yeah.
Cousin Eddie.
We all got a
I
cousin
actually,
Eddie.
I think it might be me sometimes.
You got the RV.
I don't have an RV. I have a camper.
It's close enough.
But I actually have the hat too,
Of course you do.
with the flaps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have one.
It was actually, I think it was a gift from my in-laws a few years ago. It's a Cowboys one.
That's their way of telling you you're the cousin Eddie.
That's fine.
That's how they let you know.
Because you want to know who's happy the whole time?
Cousin
Eddie.
He ain't never
Yep.
mad. He ain't never sad.
Nope.
He's just having a good time. My
Yep.
second, I realized it, and it's not because it's great, but it's just brings back a lot of happy memories for me of an easier time. Is the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about with the elf
Oh, 100%.
who wants
Yeah,
to be a
I'm-
dentist?
I was born in the 80s. Yep.
Oh, I guess that's fair. That just when I think Christmas.
The Island of Misfit Toys.
Yes. When I think Christmas, that's what I think of. So that would be my number 2. Because it'll come on and I'll be happy while I'm watching it. I won't
Yeah.
go looking for it, but I'll be like, oh yeah, okay.
Number 3 for me is kind of a tough decision because it's between two movies. But just off of sheer nostalgia, Home Alone is my third favorite.
That's a good one.
I love Home Alone. Just when I was growing up, I actually had the thing that he records with, the Talkman or something like that, where it's got I actually got one of those for Christmas, and I fucking loved that thing.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's a good
And that
one.
was that movie, like kind of how you talked about, like Percy Jackson was like right at your age and things like that. Home Alone was my age.
Okay, that makes more sense.
He was at that age. I was,
With
so
same
I think me and Mel-
toys, same media. That makes sense.
Yep.
Did you see
So-
that they someone did the calculations for what he bought at the grocery store?
And then did it to today.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
3 times the price.
Well, no, the better one was when somebody tried to figure out how much Kevin's dad made based off of his
yeah.
house and the flights.
The
And
flight to Paris for the holidays.
like,
I remember that.
because you just look at the size of that house alone is bonkers.
Oh yeah. Or like Danny from Full House. They tried to figure out what he did for a living to live in San Francisco.
He was a weatherman or a news anchor.
Yeah, it's like there's no way. There's no fucking way.
He had that life insurance money from his wife dying.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Those old sitcoms too would really hit different with the topics that they discussed and stuff. That's back when sitcoms actually meant something.
But some of them like held the test of time, and some of them really were real bad.
Oh yeah, I don't think Seinfeld was ever good, in my opinion.
I loved Seinfeld.
Yeah, I know.
I
People
like
who
Seinfeld.
love it a lot.
Seinfeld is a Broadway play, though.
Is it?
Like, that's how Seinfeld, to me, that's how you view Seinfeld, is like a Broadway play where everything's exaggerated and over the top, and that's how you enjoy Seinfeld.
Okay. I'm an Always Sunny guy.
Oh, I love Always Sunny, too.
They're very
Like,
similar
probably-
shows.
No.
That's what I was told. They're just
Very-
like
very
Friends,
different.
How I Met Your Mother, Seinfeld's Always Sunny.
So it's, I actually saw this comparison once where Seinfeld was the start. Friends is Seinfeld in a coffee house. Always Sunny is Seinfeld in a bar.
Kind of. Well, so is How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother is Seinfeld in a bar.
Wouldn't Cheers be the one that started it then?
Maybe.
It's possible. Or MASH. I heard a lot of people really like MASH. My girlfriend loves it.
I never got into MASH.
Me either. I dated this girl a few years ago. It was like 4 years ago, and she really liked the Golden Girls. So
I've
we
met
watched-
people who really like that.
we watched it when going to sleep, and it's not a bad show.
Yeah?
It really wasn't. It was funny. Like I could watch it. It was the epitome of sitcom television.
The worst part is how old do you think those ladies were in that show?
I looked it up. I looked it up. The youngest one was actually the oldest played character.
Yeah, but they were like not super old.
No, they weren't.
Like you look at them and you're like, oh, they were like 80s, 90s, and they were like 50s, 60s, and it's
the
like
hair. It's the hair.
Yeah.
Because all of our grandmas had that hair.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what did it. I mean, Betty White lived over 100 years.
Yeah.
Or almost 100 years.
Yeah, she died just before 100.
Yeah. Which, I mean, rest in peace, Betty White. I love you.
She's kicking the queen's ass up there still.
You're damn right, our queen's better than yours, England. Get fucked. Back to Christmas, though.
Yep.
Because Tim Allen rebooted Santa Claus, which the Santa Claus series was really good. That's what I watched growing up, right? And Tim Allen's always a good time. I like Tim Allen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Tim Allen.
So I haven't watched the show yet. That's why I need to have kids so I can like watch these things. But
we finished the first season. There's 2 seasons of it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was really good. I love how they like. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into their thought processes on stuff, and like they're able to create villains without making somebody to be like super bad, and like to which I think is like a good thing for like because they're kids shows. I mean, we don't need like. Well, not everybody. There's not actually super evil people out there. I mean, there is, but not.
You're not going to see them.
They're never going to be like it's not black and white like they show it in like the Marvels.
Yes.
You know. So I think it's good how they portray them in the show. Which oddly enough, that one makes it to my number 5.
The show or the movie?
The movie. Like my 5 of all time.
You know what? I'll take that because that was a good one.
It was really good, but it just A Christmas Story. Like when I was growing up, that was we watched. That was it was on all the time. I can remember. I mean, and then like I remember when they started doing the 24 hours of A Christmas Story, and like they did that for a long time. And it was we had cable when I was a kid, and that's what you watched. What was on. You didn't have streaming services and shit. So like you watched A Christmas Story a lot.
Yeah.
But it's good though. I mean, it's so good.
What's
the kid beating the shit out of the other kid?
Yeah.
Swearing when he knocks the lug nuts all over the place. And I mean, there's just so much goodness in it.
What's the one with Arnold? And he's
Jingle All the Way.
That was one of my favorites growing up.
Arnold and Sinbad.
Yes.
Sinbad's in it.
Yes, he is. He is. Mm-hmm. That was a great movie. And just a satisfying ending. He gives
Turbo Man.
Yes, he gives the toy away because I don't need the toy. My dad's Turbo Man. You're just like, oh.
Yeah, because every dad is fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, right?
Fucking this guy.
Your dad's an actual action hero.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was it for me for a long time. I really loved watching that movie because it's just a satisfying movie.
It really is.
It's just a good one. And I think I'd appreciate it more. I need to watch it. I'd appreciate it more as an adult.
I think I watched it again. I watched it within the last couple of years.
I need to do that. Yeah, because you know all the names right now. Because I forgot Turbo Man. I forgot that Sinbad was in it. Like, oh fuck, that was a good movie. And then of course you have all the Hallmark movies, and those are really picking up right now.
See, I never watched the Hallmark movies.
I don't like
just under the radar classic that you might like now. That actually would probably fit really good with your life. Is a little one with Vince Vaughn and why can I not think of her name?
4 Christmases?
Reese Witherspoon. 4 Christmases.
I love 4 Christmases to begin with.
That's a good one.
Well, Vince Vaughn is one of my favorite actors. Little known fact. Absolutely one. Any movie he's in, I typically like. I just like his humor, his dry, rambling humor. I just enjoy it. Couples Retreat, one of my favorite movies.
Have you seen the one, what is it, like Business something? Maybe with, it's Vince Vaughn and not James Franco, but his brother.
Okay. What's it about?
The younger Franco.
Yeah.
It's about, Vince Vaughn works at a company
And he's trying to work for Google, or maybe not Google, but some
Nope,
giant...
that's The Interns with Owen Wilson.
Fuck!
That's a funny one, though, too.
I know that one.
No, this is... He works for this company, and they're, like, trying to cut his salary, and he's like, you know what? No, we're not doing it anymore. You've cut my salary too many times. I quit. I'm going to start my own. So he leaves and goes and starts with another company. And Dave Franco, that's his name. Dave Franco and this old man, they start this company, and they sell, like, when they make products, there's, like, these metal shavings, and they sell these metal shavings to other people to do shit with them or something. It's, I don't know. That's the least amount of it. But basically, they need to go close this deal, and they run into a bunch of issues, so they end up going overseas. It's fucking hilarious.
It sounds familiar. It does.
At one point, Dave Franco falls and gets hit in the face with a penis because it's sticking out at a glory hole. And he just stands up and he's like, the penis touched my face. And then he's leaving and he shakes the penis with his hand. It's a really fucking funny movie.
I need to watch it then. I like those kind of movies. It's just the slapstick, stupid humor.
Yep, that's what it is. I actually just watched it here recently because I saw it. It was on a streaming service.
I do like Vince Vaughn. Four Christmases is really good too, though. I will admit.
Yeah.
I do like that one a lot. I like it as a teenager. I like it as an adult.
Well, and I figured it works good for you now because you've got so many Christmases you have to go to. And,
Nope, I don't.
Yeah.
I work.
Well, you have to work.
Thank God. Now, no one's mad at me. I can't see them on Christmas because I'm working. Oops, something got the boy up.
Yep.
My sister got a new dog, and he's
I heard.
right now. So,
which brings me to a big question though, because I am going to be in Texas for Christmas. Are we able to do a live podcast in December? Because the people want to know.
Maybe
There's like 3 people out there that are dying to figure this out.
because I do a 72. No, I do a 96-hour shift, the 19th through the 22nd. That's why I'm like, maybe.
Well, we'll figure it out offline.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. So I'm like,
Yeah, because I don't think people want to sit here and listen to us talk about our
discuss
schedule.
our schedule. We'll put a pin in it and be a big
yeah.
maybe if I can.
You said
even for a day.
you said
I
the
will.
19th through the 22nd?
Yeah.
Because I'm not even leaving till the 23rd.
When do you get there?
The 23rd.
Oh, when do you leave?
The 30th.
We'll get together. I might be able to squeeze something in after post Christmas.
So. Yeah, and I have to work. I have to work that whole week.
Yeah,
too.
you have to work the whole time. Live Sammy and Beers podcast might be happening. I gotta find a place to stay though. I looked at the hotels; they are not the best.
You could bring a tent.
Oh yeah, actually, if it's just me, I will do that. I have no problems doing that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As long as I have a place to take a dump.
Yeah, because I was told that the trophy room is booked for Christmas.
I figured it would be.
It wasn't 2 years ago.
Really? I thought that the
Yeah, you stayed in it 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, with Gabe. Good times. That fucking scary. Nothing scares the shit out of you more than like waking up from like a deep sleep and there's a bear looking at you because Gabe fucking shifted it.
Yeah.
Oh, good times, good memories.
Oh, all right. So we were at. So let's recap our top 5s right now. So both of us have Die Hard as number 1.
Yep. I've got the claymation Christmas movies, number 2.
Yep, I have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
We didn't. I don't think we discussed a 3.
We did. We went through our list.
Did we? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What was your number 3?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Like it's been less than an hour.
It's because Jingle all the way for me is probably going to be 4.
Okay.
Oh, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is my number
Yes.
3. Yeah.
Because mine was Die Hard, then
National Lampoon.
National Lampoon.
You're like, you were forgetting too, motherfucker. I don't want to hear your shit.
Then it was Home Alone.
Oh, yeah.
Then after Home Alone was Fuck, I can't think of the name now. My brain's melting.
What's it about?
The A Christmas Story.
See, but I didn't like A Christmas Story.
You didn't like A Christmas Story?
It just didn't do it for me. I don't think I was born in the right time for it.
I said it was just on so much that, and when there was nothing else to watch, so it was a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, I get it. Kind of.
Well, live life without streaming services, and then you watch what you can.
I did that before.
Not much.
Like the Polar Express. I never liked the Polar Express.
I like the Polar Express. I thought that was that's an okay one. It's not great.
Jack Frost. I didn't really like Jack Frost.
Yeah.
The motherfucker
okay.
turned into a snowman. That was weird.
Yeah. How about Frosty the Snowman?
He's cool, I guess. It didn't do
Oh, there was
nothing for me.
a movie, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah. Oh, there's like a movie about
Yeah.
it? Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly, overall, because there's some I like the Krampus movie, but I don't really consider that a Christmas movie, even though it technically is one.
So you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, but not Krampus, who is...
It's a horror movie. Die Hard brings me joy. Krampus doesn't bring me any joy.
Okay.
It's strictly... I strictly put that as horror, which is a great horror movie. But I think my number 5, and it's a hard fought for number 4, would be The Grinch.
Which Grinch, though? Because there's so
Jim
many
Carrey
of them.
Grinch. Jim Carrey Grinch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think since Jim Carrey, there's been another animated one, hasn't there?
Yes, there's a lot of fucking Grinch stuff out there, but Jim Carrey's The Grinch was my favorite. Just the character and all.
See, I would have to. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to go to the old animated one, kind of like you went to Rudolph. Mm-hmm. The old animated Grinch. I mean, I can see where, and his heart grew and grew and grew and grew,
The
and
box,
just
bink.
the cartoon. Exactly, you see it.
I've seen it. Yeah,
Yeah, that one's.
holds a special place in your big ass heart.
Yep.
I don't know. But I'm a huge fan of Jim Carrey too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Jim Carrey's an awesome guy.
The Mask. Ooh, The Mask. Oh.
First guy to successfully talk out of his ass on TV and have it be funny.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
In Ace Ventura.
Oh, that's right. That is a good one.
I'm surprised he hasn't been canceled though, because he did kind of do some tranny bashing in.
He's dressed as a tranny. I don't think he can get canceled for bashing a thing that he's done.
He's dressed as he's not really dressed as a tranny.
He's cross-dressed a ton. A ton.
I'm saying in that movie.
Oh, yeah. It's the 90s.
Because, I mean, which is awesome. Like, if you look at like the differences in society now, like, can you imagine if Ace Ventura came out like now?
Oh, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
They could, like, nobody would even consider making that.
Or even those cheerleading movies made fun of you for being gay.
Yeah.
I saw those with Holly. It was just like, don't do that. That's gay. I'm like, whoa. They can say it, but I can't? What the fuck?
No, you can. You can.
I can.
Remember, I mean, there's a South Park episode dedicated to it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about...
We're not talking about homosexuals. Just don't be gay.
I don't think they even use that word.
No, they didn't. But I'm trying not to get canceled.
Oh, pussy.
It's Shane Gillis, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't give a fuck. That he'll say, it's like when he fought Joe Rogan, he was like, "Oh, you can't tap me. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu's gay." And Joe Rogan beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like Shane Gillis, because he's not afraid to talk about the stuff, the humor that we grew up with. It's not appropriate, right? Like, I get why. Blah,
I don't
blah,
though.
But
I don't though, because we've talked about it in previous episodes where, like, I get people take it too far, but we're also talking about
and there's
1% of the population.
Yes.
There is actual hate. But there's actual hate for Jewish people. There's actual hate for white people. There's actual hate for black people. There's actual hate for Mexicans. Although I don't know many people that actually hate Mexicans.
It's hard to.
Well, I mean, like, how can you really hate Mexicans?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they pick all your food, and then they make delicious stuff for you to eat with the food that they pick for you.
Scraps. Did you know that? Like fajita meat, right? Like fajita meat, steak fajitas?
Yeah.
They were scraps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You make sure and tell me every time.
You
make fajitas.
I love
You're like, did you know the flank steak that they make fajitas out of is actually a scrap piece of meat?
Now it's super expensive. It pisses me off. No, for the most part, people who hate Mexicans just are mad because they didn't get invited to the barbecue, the asada.
I don't think you can say invited to the barbecue. I'm pretty sure that's for black people.
That's why I corrected myself and said the asada.
Okay.
The carne asada.
I mean, or the
cookout.
No.
The cookout is
the quinceañera.
Oh God. You know, I think my parents spent about $20,000 on my sister's quinceañera.
That's so fucking crazy.
It's nuts. They spent maybe not that much, but close to it. They spent a lot of money. They spent all that money, and I couldn't go.
That makes sense.
I was 10 minutes away, and I couldn't go.
I wouldn't let you go.
I was in. Well, I was supposed to go. I was supposed to have a dance with her, but I was in training, and they would not let me leave.
Isn't it kind of weird how different cultures celebrate different things like that? Like, for Hispanic people, is that a Catholic thing or is it just Hispanic?
That's Hispanic. It doesn't have to be Catholic. That's
okay.
Hispanic, yeah.
But then like Jewish people, bar mitzvahs for a boy
and bar mitzvah for a girl.
Do they? I don't think they do the girl one.
They do a girl one.
You never hear about it.
I hear about it all the time. It's a bar mitzvah, BAH.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you fucking DJ them or what?
Actually, a lot of people be DJ bar mitzvahs. It's like a thing. Not a bar mitzvah, a bar mitzvah.
Doug Judy does.
Yeah, he does. If you look, the show Entourage, not a lot of people like it. I actually really like it.
Entourage.
The Ari, one of the main characters, his daughter has a bar mitzvah, and they kind of really go into it.
Okay.
You're welcome. They even talk about it in Bob's Burgers.
So, do you guys, as a male, in the Hispanic
you know what I got
culture,
for my 15th birthday?
What?
I got a year's subscription to Xbox Live.
It's like $75.
Yep.
So your sister got $20,000 for a party, and you got $75.
And you know what?
What?
I bet you I was happier than she was.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
That sounds like a fucking killer party.
It was a killer.
You're just mad because you weren't there.
I was actually pretty pissed. But we got one of my cousins that she's really close with to dance with her instead of me. So.
Is it the one that is now having a baby with the anime shirt?
No, that's her brother.
I mean, you obviously have a lot of cousins. So that's
the gay cousin, the one that danced with her. He's the gay cousin. He's known as the gay cousin.
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
He's gay. He's my cousin. It's super funny too because like other families and other people like they come out of the closet, they let people know they're gay, whatever. We fucking knew. We knew from day one.
Shouldn't you really though? Like,
yeah, I
have conversations with my sons, and I'm like, when you guys marry girls or boys, I mean, whatever you want to, and they both are just like, what in the fuck are you talking about, Dad? We're marrying girls.
Exactly.
Like, that's how it works.
But you have boys, right? Like, you have boys.
Well, I do, but that's not to say that they couldn't, like, boys can be gay.
They can. I just haven't seen it yet.
I'm
sure there is.
I guarantee you that there's NFL players who are gay.
I'm sure there is.
NBA players.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there is.
That's a whole other topic. I'm not going to get into that.
But my family, specifically my mom's side of the family, about a third of them are gay. Right? Just
a third?
A third. Aunts, uncles, here, there, everywhere, sprinkled in, just gay. Right? So...
Okay, so stop. Before you go on, I want to ask this then. Do you think that it's more about an accepting and what you grow up with than it is like actually wanting something like that or to be something like that?
I don't really know.
Because if you think about it, like if me personally, if I think about somebody putting a dick in my mouth, it makes me not happy.
A little uncomfortable.
I am not repulsive. I am repulsed. That's just me. I'm sure other people think about having a vagina in their mouth, and they're repulsed. But if you grew up where it was okay, kind of like if you were like snakes, people that grow up around snakes, they're like, oh yeah, that's snakes. I'm cool with that. Let that snake crawl up on me.
Maybe that's where bisexuals come from?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I really don't know how it works. I wish I had an insight to it, which our token lesbian, unfortunately, is busy. So we can't ask her opinion. We should ask her opinion on that. But my family, that side of my family, which is the side of family he's on, is so accepting of it anyways. There's no coming out. It's just you show up to Christmas with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and everyone's like, oh, cool. Like, no one gives a shit. Not a single person gives a shit.
Well, that's the one thing that never made sense to me is like everybody's like, oh, it's against the Bible. Like Jesus fucking preaches love your neighbor. But you're telling me that he's like, love your neighbor unless they like the same sex.
Exactly.
Then they're going to hell.
Exactly.
Jesus didn't care who you fuck.
Not even a little bit.
And I don't care either. Just don't fuck them in front of me. Or my kids. Especially my kids.
Don't fuck anybody in front of me.
No.
Just
keep that to yourself.
That's for you.
And don't talk to me about it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about your sex life.
No. You can talk to me about relationships and I'll help you out however I can.
No matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's just been a thing, like, whatever, who cares? That's why he's known as the gay cousin, because weirdly enough...
Well, if there's a third of them, like, that doesn't really limit it then, does it?
It does for our generation, though, because it's just him. He's the only one. And like I said, it's accepting. You can be whatever you want. And everyone's just like, no, I'm straight.
Okay.
Yeah. It is what it is. Because they've done in vitro and all that stuff, like the ants. Like I have several pairs of 2 ants, right? And they've been fertilized and had kids. So they're still related. So it's cool. Like, it's still blood relation. You know what I mean?
I could be one of your
Oh, yeah, you.
cousins' uncles. Oh, yeah. That shit's worth money, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
Like, white man, good genes. Let's fucking go. Non-vaxxed.
The sperm's got 2 tails and a drill bit head. Hey, it could be.
My shit's lethal.
Lethal. Yeah, and that shit guaranteed boys.
Ain't no Y chromosomes around here. Or is it the other way around?
XXXY.
XX is boy and XY is girl, right? I don't know.
No.
I wish I was smarter.
I'm pretty sure XX is girl, XY is boy.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, actually. So all the Y's.
Oh, so many Y's. I don't know.
So many Y's.
I could look it up, but I'm not gonna. I'm just.
Yeah, we're at the end. It's time to
wind down.
end this shenanigans that we're calling a podcast.
Which my buddy from work might be listening. What's up, James? If you are, I sent him a link. James. He asked for it. Whether or not he does, still hold on to my heart.
Either way, there's a lot of good people that hopefully listen on later dates. You know, because not everybody is available Thursday nights from 9 to 10. You know, the Cowboys are playing right now.
Are they?
Yeah, somebody's yelling in your background. Maybe the Cowboys just did something good.
No, it's just my sister's boyfriend, and I love him.
Oh,
he's a little special though.
What's his name though?
Jack.
Because I can't remember his name.
Jack.
Because you have to tell me every time you say my sister's boyfriend.
Jack.
Oh, okay. I'll forget later.
Me too.
So, all right. So, thank you all so much for being here with us. We appreciate you all so much. Tomas has been drinking his standard tequila. He apparently does not wish to be called Mocha.
I'm the big green bean. End it for me, baby.
The green bean. So, Thomas, final words for your audience.
Don't make homemade moonshine.
It really looked like you were putting a Hail Hitler sign up there.
Maybe I like.
I've been watching Band of Brothers.
I gotta go say goodbye. End it.
All right.
End it.
So, thank you all so much for being here. I guess I don't get any final words. So Thomas says it's time to end it. And thank you. 1 doodle plus 1 doodle equals
2